Servus guys, greetings from Germany and welcome back to the channel. Last time I told you everything about my new project, my plans to transform a standard heavy duty shelf into a shrimp breeding station or shrimp breeding shelf, and I showed you my sample tank and gave you more details regarding lightening, filtration, the automatic water change system I would like to implement. And yeah, today I want to start with implementation and work with hardware. And the first step is to create the air supply, or to start with the air supply for all the tanks. And therefore I bought a standard air compressor for ponds. And yeah, the main problem with the standard air compressor you can buy is this little distribution piece, which is mostly scope of delivery, but it's really crap if you want to supply more tanks. In this case I would like to supply 15 tanks, and this little distribution piece can supply 6 with one inlet, 6 outlets. But I think even for 6 tanks it's not sufficient, it's too small, and the performance might be really bad. So therefore I want to create something on my own, which is will have a much better performance. And my plan for today is to create a pressurized dispenser, which has a much higher performance than this little crappy piece. And let's start. And behind me you can see all the materials we will need for the whole process. And the first part is a PVC pipe you will need. This one is 1 meter long and has a diameter of 7.5 centimeters, and that's the base more or less. What else do we need? We need 2 end caps to close the system on each side. One. What else do we need? We need this little valves or air nipples, or air nipples. And yes, we have a M8 thread, and the connection is for 4 or 6 millimeters air hoses. We need 15 for every single tank. We have to install one of these air valves to the PVC pipe. What else do we need? A lot of air hoses. That's a classic standard air hose. This is 25 meters all in all. We need these little air tabs. It's a standard part, you can buy it everywhere. And yes, I want to adjust the airflow for every single tank separately, and that's why I will install one of these for every tank. What else do we have? We need a PVCU cleaner and a PVCU glue to glue these end caps to the pipe. And we need some tools. We need a standard battery gun with a 6.8 millimeters driller, and a thread cutter. Makes it easier to install the valve to the pipe. And that's it. and maybe the most important part, the air compressor. That's a standard air compressor for ponds, which has a performance of 25 watts. It's called Osaga MK30. It can do 1,800 liters per hour, and it's more or less a standard compressor which is sold by different companies. They all look the same, so maybe it's one manufacturer and it's labeled for different companies, I don't know, but they all have this blue color, and another very important component is this Teflon tape. I will use it to make the system tight, and I hope it will work. And let's start with the project. Hey guys, a short explanation of the process. We will start with the preparation of the end cap. So what we will do, we have to drill a hole into the end cap. We use a standard battery gun with a 6.8 millimeters drill bit, and we can drill a hole, and afterwards we will use a thread cutter to get an M8 thread. That makes it hopefully easier to install the valve to the end cap. And what we also have to do is to wrap some Teflon tape around the thread to get the system tight. And that's it for the first step. Afterwards we will prepare the PVC pipe. So all in all I have to cut 15 holes into the pipe. For every tank, one outlet. So the process is the same as for the intake at the end cap. We use a 6.8 millimeters drill bit to cut a hole, and afterwards we can cut the thread into the PVC pipe, and we use a Teflon tape and wrap it around the thread of these air nipples or little valves, and then we can hand start or tighten it to the pipe. And that's it. And finally we have to attach the end caps to the PVC pipe. So what we have to do first is to clean the surface with the PVC U cleaner, and afterwards we can apply the glue on the surface and push the cap onto the pipe. And that's it. We have to do it for both sides, and theoretically it sounds easy. Let's see how it works. Okay guys, the job is done. The pressurized dispenser is finished. We have one inlet for the airflow. We have 15 outlets, one for every tank. The end caps are glued to the PVC pipe. So hopefully the whole thing is tight. Yeah, the next step is to install the pipe or the pressurized dispenser to the wall. Therefore I will use these standard clamps. Yeah, and I will install it approximately in this position, but not today because it's really late. My wife is sleeping, the children are sleeping, and the neighbors probably as well, and they will probably kill me if I start to drill holes in the wall now. So yeah, I have to do it tomorrow, but yeah, that's not a problem because we have to leak test the whole thing anyway, and I hope it is tight. And yeah, the compressor itself, I will position it on the upper level of the shelf, somewhere behind in the corner, because it doesn't look really nice and it makes noise, and yeah, it's always good to position it over the water level, because then I do not have to install these stop valves, which might have also yeah, negative influence on the airflow. So yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. And yeah, I think the next step will be to water test the whole construction. Yeah. Okay guys, we're in our bathroom now, and what I'm going to do next is to leak test the whole thing, and therefore I've already prepared the bathtub, and yeah, I've connected an air hose to every single valve, and I've attached an air tap to every air hose, and they are all closed except the second one from the right hand side. And now I'm going to connect the plug from the compressor, and then hopefully we will see an air stream coming out of the second valve. And yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so as you can see, all the air is coming out of the second valve, and now we're gonna close it. Okay. And yeah, looks good so far. I cannot see any bubbles. There are a few bubbles coming out of the air taps, but it looks like the drilled holes, they are all tight. So yeah, I think the whole thing is ready to be mounted to the wall. Alright, great. Okay guys, as you can see, the first step is done. The pressurized dispenser is built and installed to the wall. But as you can also see, there's a big mess behind me. The whole shelf is a huge construction site, and there are so many things to do. And next time I guess we will start with a drain for the sewage water. So thank you for watching, and if you want to know how the project is going on, please subscribe to the channel, and yeah, have a great day. See you in the future, and servus.